43% of this country's voters are so disgusted with both Democrats and Republicans they call themselves independents. A USA Today Gallup poll in July of 2007 said that 58% of the respondents wished there was a viable third party for them to vote for. And a more recent poll in November of 2007 showed that something like 75% of the American public is disgusted with the performance of Congress. So we have a feeling today that we are very polarized, that we are very ineffective as a government. And certainly there's some evidence to that effect. When you have a country, let's just look at it this way, no matter where you are on the spectrum of liberal, conservative, independent, Republican, Democrat, whatever you call yourself, wherever you fit yourself into the spectrum, look at the results that the system is giving us. Okay, and that blames everybody who's a part of it right now, no matter where you are. One side likes to blame the other, but the fact is we're all in this together, and this is the results that the system is giving us. We are currently over $9 trillion in debt as a country. Now that's a big number. And so to try to break that down into, is it bigger than a bread box, let me give you these thoughts. If that debt were divided equally amongst the over 300 million of us, then each of us, man, woman, and child, would owe almost $30,000 each. That means for a family of four, you would owe $120,000. So even if you were to take that on like you would a house mortgage and start trying to pay it down over 10 years, that'd be $1,000 a month. The median income in this country is it's about $46,000. So that means what you clear on a monthly basis, someplace between $3,200 and $3,500. So if you were to start trying to pay that down on a monthly basis over 10 years, that'd be $1,000 a month. If you take 20 years to do it, it's $500 a month. You take it about 30 years, 25 years is about $300 a month. So that's the impact, that's the level of debt that we have in this country. So that can't be good, especially when a third of that debt is what we owe to the Chinese and the Japanese. How about subjecting our foreign policy to economic blackmail by owing money to those people? And we're adding $8 to $12 billion a month to that debt with what we're doing in Iraq and Afghanistan. We have real problems. Now, when you talk about things like that, it's very easy for people to think, man, we are really, really polarized. We're really at loggerheads. We're two very defined people in opposition to one another. But it's my contention that we are not that far apart. But there's profit to be made in making us think that we are. And so we are repeatedly told that we are. It is my contention that we are more like a car whose wheels are out of alignment and whose tires are out of balance. If you've ever ridden in a car with those ills, you know that that's not a very good ride. When you have a car in that condition, what you do is you take it to the shop and they put the car up in the air, they take the wheels off, they align the wheels, they balance the tires, they put everything back together, they set the car back down, and the car runs fine. Well, this book that you see over my shoulder, Neither Liberal Nor Conservative Be, is my attempt to align our wheels and balance our tires politically. We are not that far apart, but we have forgotten our purpose, our definitions, and our rules. And we need to go back and revisit those purposes, those definitions, and those rules. We need to stop being issue-oriented and personality-oriented and become principle-focused and outcome-oriented towards our politics. And when we do that, we're going to find out that we have a lot more in common than we do to argue about. Now, yes, there's zealots hardcore on either end, but those of us in the middle, we need to push back against those zealots and assert ourselves and get the 60 to 70% majority we need to press on in this country and to go forward and to resolve the issues that we have before us. So I encourage you to read my book, and you can find it, and to read my blog. The blog is thecenterstrikesback.com, just like the Empire Strikes Back, just change one word, thecenterstrikesback.com, which also has a link to my website, and which would enable you to get my book and to read it, to share it with your friends and your family, so that we can align our wheels, balance our tires politically, and make this country run smoothly again. Thank you very much.